Okay, we're going to work on 10.4, page 678, number 34, which is a proof. You're to write a paragraph proof of theorem 10.8. It says first draw a diagram and write given and prove statements. So we're going to start with that. We're going to say, okay, I've written out 10.8 for you so that you don't flip the page back. You should already know what it is because you should have worked on this. If two inscribed angles intercept the same arc, then they are congruent. Okay, so we need to draw a picture of that. Draw a circle. Remember, inscribed means, we're going to draw an arc here. I'm going to use J. And inscribed means that all of the vertices or the sides are chords and the vertex is on the circle. Might as well have fun with the letters, right? Okay, so given angle N and angle I, and I can say angle I and angle N because there are no other angles coming from those vertices. Both intercept JA. Prove angle N is congruent to angle I. Alright, I'm going to write this first as a two-column proof because then you can clearly see the steps of reasoning, and then we'll write it out as a paragraph. Okay, so the first thing we'll start with obviously is the given. So we're going to say angle N and angle I both intercept JA. Why it's given. Okay, 2. All right, this theorem that we're going to use, let's see, let's mark what we know. All right, when we look at an inscribed angle, we look up what we know on the theorem list, and we know that angle N is 1/2 of JA, and angle I is 1/2 of JA by the inscribed angle measure theorem. That's found on page, it says measure of an inscribed angle theorem on page 672. So we're going to say for our next step that angle N equals 1/2 JA and angle I equals 1/2 JA. For all of you in the Air Force or the Navy that fly, I like jet noise. You can probably hear that. Alright, and that's by the measure of inscribed angles theorem, for those of you who love titles for these things, which I also love. Okay, and then we can say, this is a very short proof, we can say that angle N is congruent to angle I by the transitive property. Because if N is equal to 1/2 JA and 1/2 JA is equal to angle I, then angle N is equal to angle I. So how would you write this as a paragraph? You would say, since angle N and angle I both intercept JA, then they are each 1/2 JA by the measure of inscribed angles theorem. Then you would say by the transitive property, they are congruent to each other. Make sure you have your diagram. It probably won't have the same letters that I have had you done it completely by yourself, or if you had attempted it by yourself, and that's okay.